Okay, now since you know the introduction of HTML and you understand the HTML paragraphs, headings, the elements, and the attributes, now we are going to demonstrate all the things we learned into our VS Code, and we are going to see how this HTML works and how the HTML codes are going to be displayed on the screen. So now first all we need is to create a folder for your HTML. So create a folder, and call this folder website, maybe, because this is your first HTML. So inside this folder, later we're going to use this folder. Now we can open your VS Code. I've installed VS Code here. So if you don't have a text editor, make sure to install one, because if you want to learn HTML, you need a text editor. So here you can see file, edit, selection, view, go, run, terminal, and so on. So now we want to start and learn our HTML. All we need is to go to file first and create new file, and we can save this file first, save as, and then we can choose the folder that we created. The folder is called website. Click that one. Now inside this folder we will write index.html. The .html is for the extension. So whenever you are creating your HTML codes, make sure you save it as .html. So save, and you're going to see it's opened this file. It's called index.html. You can see the icon for the HTML. Now we can proceed to code. There it goes. You can see the doc type. The HTML where we said is the root element. We can see the head, and where we said it contains the meta information about the HTML document. And we can also see the body. Now you can see the opening HTML doesn't have a forward slash, but we have a closing HTML here with forward slash. So you're seeing this forward slash is because whenever you are creating or you're opening a tag, make sure you close the tag. So here is the title. You can see a title for the website. You can call this my first website. My first website. Now if I save this and go back to my folder, where's my folder? My folder was called website. Here it is. Now you're seeing it's showing this index.html, and you're seeing the icon for the Google Chrome. Now click this one and it will take you to the browser. Now you're seeing as a white screen because we didn't add anything. So let's go back to our VS Code. So let's add inside the body, we are going to add some H1. We are going to write our first heading, H1. So make sure you close the H1 tag. You see mine, it's closed with a forward slash. So let's write, and this is my first heading. Now make sure you save your file before you run it in the browser. So I'll just come here, save, or you can control save. Okay, so now let's go back to our browser and refresh this page. Now you're seeing it's displaying this is my first heading. Okay, sorry, I misspelled. It's heading. Okay, save and refresh. You see it's displaying on my screen. So the next thing we can do, we can also add this a paragraph, and we say the P defines paragraph, the P tag. Okay, don't forget the P tag. You see, it's we have the opening P and the closing P with a forward slash. So make sure you close your tag, and we can say hello world, or we can just, okay, let's not use hello world. We can say this is my first paragraph. Now save your file and go back to your browser and refresh the page. You are seeing it displaying this is my first paragraph. Now you know how to add headings and paragraphs. Next we need to talk about is the styling. But before I talk the styling, we can talk about headings. We say that we have 6 levels of heading in the HTML document. In the HTML, sorry. So we can say this is my first heading, and we said we have the H1 up to H6. So it's going to be H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So just add here H2, and this is my first. This is my second heading. Let's just copy this and paste it like 4 more. I need to copy. We can just change this one, 3, H3, H4, H5, sorry, and H6. Let's change this one, capital. You can say this is my third heading. This is my fifth heading, sorry. Sixth heading. So if I save this file and refresh, you're going to see these headings are going to be arranged according to the largest, from the largest to the smallest. Okay, so refresh your page, and you see this is the H1, the first one. Now this is my, you can see this is my first heading, my second heading. So headings are displayed according from the largest to the smallest. Okay, so next we can talk about is the styling, adding style to your HTML. Now if you're asking what the style is, like you are going to style your website, and we have something called like CSS, and CSS describes how the HTML elements are to be displayed on the screen, and also it controls the layout of the web pages all at once. So you can create an external CSS and connect it to your index.html. So but in this course, first we are talking about the HTML, so we are going to use the style inside the index.html, which you can be either in inline or embedded. So let's first add a background color. I'll just say style background color. We can choose powder blue, and then we save this, refresh your page. You're going to see a background color. There it is. So the next one we're going to talk about is you can change the color you want. Let's say you want to change it to red. save, refresh your page. There it is, it's changing to red. Now the next thing we are going to talk about is the link. We're not going to talk about more about links, but we can add a link address to our page. Let's say just let's copy a paragraph or just a text from the Wikipedia. Say texts. Sorry, let me just go back. Now let's just copy this and paste it inside the p tag or the paragraph, and you're going to see it's going to display the whole text on your screen. Now save this and refresh your browser. There it is, it's displaying. Let me change the color. There it is, you see the whole text. Now we can add a link in this text. So just come below the p tag, the closing p tag I mean. So add the href attribute, I mean the ahref tag. Okay, so maybe you can just say a link from Google. Not GitHub, sorry. And paste it in between the href. Then we can say go to Google. Now if we save, you're going to see a link below the text. There it is. Now if I click this, it will take me to Google, and there it is. That's how you add a link address to your paragraphs or your website. So that was all for today. Later in this course we are going to talk forms, tables, list. We are going to talk about an ordered list. So stick around as I show you more about HTML. So that's all.